welcome to my channel, my Fire LNS journey. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. If this is not your first time watching one of my videos, I appreciate your support and for stopping by again. So in this video, I'm going to be focusing on my budgeting, my funds that I still have left over for a paycheck that I got for the first paycheck of October, which was from October 7th. So if this is the first time tuning into my channel, I'll give you a little bit of a background on me. I am someone who's into the FIRE community, financial independence, retire early. I'm not so big on the retiring early, although I do hope to retire early, just not really early, more so in my 50s. What I am striving for is financial independence and the opportunity to not have to put so much money towards my retirement and be able to cut back on work, hopefully with going part-time and at some point in the next 5 years or so that I can have a better work-life balance, which is what the LNS stands for, lifestyle and savings. I just want to have that balance between having living the lifestyle that I really want to live and also being financially responsible at the same time. So if you are familiar with the FIRE community, I am more so into Coast FIRE, my own version of it. I don't plan to stop investing in my retirement once I reach that number. I just won't be investing nearly as aggressively as I am now. So I am single. I'm in my 30s. So my budget is quite simple. I don't have a lot of varying in my fixed and variable expenses. They're pretty much the same month to month. And so I found it would be more helpful if I were to show you how I plan to work towards reaching my financial goals and how I am working towards reaching Coast Fire and financial independence within the next 5 or so years. So I have a budget that I make for the whole year, and it basically focuses, it's pretty much based on the premise that my varied and fixed expenses don't change as much. And what varies the most is the money that I have left over and what I do with that to make sure that I'm reaching my goals. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. My previous video was done with a camera, and I was using a desk and it was quite shaky. So I'm going to try and do something different. I created this Excel sheet so that I can do a screen record instead, so that you can see what I'm doing, hear what I'm saying, but you won't have all the shakiness of me recording above my desk. So if this works better, I may stick with this. If not, I may go back and forth between this filming this way and filming also with the camera over my desk. So without further ado, I'll just go over this Excel sheet that I have here. It just basically is called Biweekly Funds Allocation Tracker. I am going to be budgeting for the first paycheck of October. So I got paid on October 7th. Let me just make that a little bit bigger. I didn't realize it was going to be so small. And I will make it bold just because. And then for this paycheck, what I actually have left over, or what I expect to have left over, is 5,000. Well, let me just put a $sign here. $5,250 is what I plan to have left over. Now, this is one of the paychecks. This is the paycheck that I have in the month that I don't have a lot of bills attached to. It's usually the paycheck towards the end of the month, the next one, that I pay like my mortgage and utilities and whatnot. They are on that paycheck. And I should also mention that I am, aside from a mortgage, I am debt free. Just wanted to mention that just in case anybody was wondering. So October 7th paycheck, expected funds is $5,250. And then I do have my financial goals for the year for October of 2022 into September of next year. I do my budget based on my when my birthday is, because it just makes more sense to me, being somebody that's investing towards early retirement and reaching co-spire and whatnot. Everything's based on your age. So a lot of all my goals are based on around my birthday. So the focus for this paycheck is going to be my retirement investment accounts, putting money towards that. I should probably capitalize that. Oh my goodness, I cannot type right now. I'm just going to title it retirement/investment. And then my second priority for this month, for this paycheck, is going to be my home fund. I did buy a home last year, but it's not my dream home. It was just a way to get into the market, build some equity, and I'm not really happy with the home. And so, not that there's anything wrong with it, there's actually nothing wrong with the house, but it's just not my style. And I didn't realize it was how just not my style it was. But I had a moment of humbling where I realized I need to be grateful for what I have, and grateful that I even have a home. So I had this bright idea that I wanted to sell this house this year, but I think the housing market humbled me quite a bit, because we had built so much equity in the last year and we've lost quite a bit of it. We still have a decent amount, but we've lost quite a bit of it. And I just don't think it's a good time for me to be focusing on that as of right now. And I think in the long term, if I wait and really wait a little bit longer, save more money towards this home fund, I will end up in a better position. So with that, I'm going to put investment in this section. So this section is just I'm going to just go over how much I'm actually going to put aside from the 5,000 and 250. I kind of feel like it's redundant. I don't know if I'm going to do it this way again. It's my first time using this, so I'm not sure how I feel about this. Okay, I am just going to increase the font on this. I probably should just make sure I do this beforehand if I use this again. And the amount that I plan to put aside is $3,250 for investing towards my retirement for this paycheck. And towards my home fund, I am putting $2,000. Typically, there are a few categories or areas that I plan to put money towards. Again, I'm really big on making sure that I have a balanced lifestyle and that I'm being financially responsible. So I do have a financial goal of putting aside $10,000 towards traveling and shopping, just so I can still feel like I'm being responsible, but also have money where I can kind of splurge here and there and do nice things, go out and have fun with friends and whatnot without feeling like I'm boxing myself in too much. So that's just not a priority for this paycheck, but because I think I have enough money in there right now and I don't have any plans coming up where I actually need to spend a lot of money or I need to go out and do anything or go on a trip. I just went on a trip recently, so I think I'm good there. So that's pretty much why that's not on here. Also, I have a car fund that that I at some point am going to put money towards. Also, home. I like to have money put aside just to cover any home issues that come up, and our HOA. So there's that as well. So I'm just going to total this out at 5,250. And that should complete this for now. And the plan is to come back right before or around the time that I get paid again, just to see and do the actual. How much money did I actually have left? Did I actually reach this goal of $5,250? and how did I actually split the funds between these two categories, or did something come up and change that? I will say that that's something that I'm trying to work on. I do, although I do have my budget set for the year, inflation is definitely impacting that. So that might be something that may impact my actual funds. And then on top of that, I am a very indecisive person. I'm trying to improve upon that, but sometimes it just doesn't feel like I need to put so much money towards one category versus the other, and I might have a change of heart. Um, so we'll see. If you want to see that video, I will be most likely posting that next week. But for this video, that will be it. I really appreciate you for stopping by and watching this video and showing support. If you have a comment or want to say anything about if you're part of the fire journey, or you're doing something similar to me, or you're also having like a major savings that you're working towards, please leave a comment below. I love to hear about it. I love watching finance videos. I love hearing other people's stories. It's really motivating and helps me stay on track with my own goals. So yeah, I would love to hear from all of you. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. Again, thanks for watching. And if you liked, please hit the like button and subscribe and stop by again.